31st, 2024. Conditions apply.
Welcome back to Wefm'S Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force is investigating a shooting incident that occurred in Greggs on the night of August 19th. The victim, identified as 27-year-old Raheem Matthews, a local laborer, was found with gunshot wounds at the back of his home by his brother. Matthews was pronounced dead at the scene by the district medical officer. A post-mortem examination will be carried out to determine the exact cause of death. The investigation into the shooting is ongoing, and police are appealing for anyone with information to come forward. The Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force extends its condolences to Matthews' families and friends. For information, contact the police emergency at 999-911, police control at 784-457-1211, or the Criminal Investigations Department Major Crimes Unit at 784-456-1810. Taiwan's ambassador to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Fiona Fan, and Assistant Commissioner Leonard Fergus visited the E-Bus and Security Operations Center to discuss ICT projects and future collaborations. Ambassador Fan emphasized that enhancing the ICT network is crucial for developing transportation infrastructure and improving public security through a broader ICT network. Taiwan and St. Vincent and the Grenadines have been working together to enhance public security through ICT. As part of Phase 2 of their CCTV project, Taiwan sent a 40-foot container of ICT equipment to SVG in July of 2024. This equipment includes over 100 cameras, such as license plate recognition and pan-tilt-zoom (PTZ) cameras, which will aid in round-the-clock surveillance and vehicle identification. PTC cameras can be remotely controlled for better monitoring of security gaps. The container also includes materials for upgrading government ICT facilities, including improvements to the Operations Center at the Cottels Police Station and renovations to the ITSD server room. Installation of the new cameras is scheduled for August 2024. Members of the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force are investigating the circumstances surrounding a road fatality that occurred over the weekend in Curtin's Barley. The deceased has been identified as Keon Ho, 27, a resident of Chateau-Belair. On Saturday, Ho was involved in a motorcycle accident while traveling along the Curtin's main road. He was taken to the Milton Cato Memorial Hospital, the MCMH, where he was pronounced dead shortly after midnight on Sunday. Investigations into the cause of the accident are ongoing, and further details will be provided as they become available. A post-mortem examination will be conducted on the deceased to ascertain the cause of death. The Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force has extended its condolences to the family and friends of the deceased during this difficult time. On to news in the region. A tragic yacht accident off the coast of Sicily has claimed the life of Antiguan chef Riccardo Thomas. The disaster struck early Monday morning when the 56-meter British-flagged sailboat Bayesian, carrying 22 people, was hit by a tornado near Porticello. Thomas, born in Canada to Antiguan parents, was among those on the ill-fated vessel, which is the only confirmed fatality so far. 6 individuals are still missing, while 15 have been rescued. The rescued individuals include nationals from Britain, the United States, and Canada. According to an initial statement from the Italian Coast Guard, the Bayesian was anchored offshore when it was struck by the tornado in the early hours of the morning. Authorities continue their search and rescue efforts to locate the missing persons. The Caribbean Examination Council, the CXC, has reported a rise in absenteeism for its CAPE exams during the 2024 assessment period. Nicole Manning, CXC's Director of Operations, noted that while CAPE experienced an increase in absenteeism, the CSEC saw a decline. Specifically, absenteeism for CAPE rose to 5.03% this year from 4.14% in 2023. Certain subjects were notably affected, with Manning pointing out that Green Engineering Unit 2 recorded the highest absenteeism rate at 15%. In contrast, the absenteeism for CSEC remained relatively stable at 6.66% in 2024, down slightly from 6.9% the previous year. Manning expressed concern, highlighting that while some subjects, such as those in the agricultural field, showed a lower absenteeism, others, like visual arts, experienced significant absenteeism. CXC has pledged to collaborate with stakeholders to tackle this issue and adapt the regional examination system to better serve the evolving needs of students. On the international scene, Nigerians have expressed outrage over the recent purchase of a new Airbus A330 for President Bola Tinubu amid the country's severe economic crisis. This comes less than 2 weeks after widespread protests against rising hunger and living costs. Tinubu, who has implemented economic reforms including the removal of fuel subsidies, which have contributed to over 30% inflation, had previously announced a 60% reduction in official travel delegations. The new plane, part of a presidential fleet of over 5 aircraft, was acquired shortly after a 19-year-old Boeing was replaced. The cost and the reason for Tinubu's recent trip to France are undisclosed. Critics argue that the purchase is insensitive given the economic hardships faced by Nigerians, while some defend the decision, citing cost savings on maintenance and fuel. The plane was acquired from a Chinese firm after it was seized due to a legal dispute. The purchases inclusion in this year's budget is unclear, and officials have not yet responded to inquiries. Finally, in sports, Chelsea has re-signed Portugal forward João Felix from Atletico Madrid for a fee in the region of £45 million, with England midfielder Conor Gallagher going the other way for about £33 million. Felix, 24, who has signed a 7-year deal to begin his second spell at Stamford Bridge, scored 4 goals in 20 appearances during a loan spell in West London in 2023. Gallagher, meanwhile, has signed a 5-year contract with the Spanish top-flight club. Gallagher joined Chelsea at the age of 6 and went on to make 90 appearances, scoring 10 goals. He had entered the final year of his contract at Stamford Bridge, so Chelsea wanted to sell now to avoid losing him on a free transfer next summer. This has been Wefm'S Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 o'clock for Wefm'S 3 p.m. news. Wefm'S Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Betway Quartz is coming back, and we're bringing deals that you cannot afford to miss. So come meet us under the almond tree, Thursday, 29th August, 9:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. No cash, no worries. It's simple with a ready finance option. Buy now, pay later. Offers include 15% off discount, half price on Radio Shack during the midday hour, specials on mattresses, appliances, and so much more. Quartz is under the almond tree again, Thursday, 29th August. So Betway, get ready. Quartz, bringing value home.